So the whole time we're thinking that that's her husband, Jack Brooksbank. It turns out, guess who that mystery man was the whole time?
Was it Meghan's guy?
It was Marcus Anderson.
Marcus Anderson, yeah.
Why is she having dinner with Marcus Anderson, and why is he then going home with Meghan and Harry?
It's January 2026, and the photos everyone's been whispering about for years just exploded back into view. Meghan Markle with Marcus Anderson again and again and again. At Soho House events, Paris Fashion Week, even Disneyland with her kids. The man who controls who gets into the world's fanciest clubs is always right there next to Meghan. And now people are asking the question nobody wanted to ask before. What exactly is the relationship between Meghan Markle and the man who introduced her to Prince Harry? Because here's what nobody can explain. Meghan is never photographed alone at Soho House. Not once. Always with Marcus Anderson by her side, the man who decides who gets membership. The man who arranged her first date with Harry. The man who shows up at her baby shower, her wedding, her family trips. And Nick Jones, the founder of Soho House, knows exactly what happened in those private rooms and exclusive parties. So buckle up, because the photos tell a story. Meghan never wanted public, and it's all about access, ambition, and a connection that raises every red flag.
Actually attended the garden party and overheard something Meghan said to Harry. So after about 15 minutes talking to guests and being charming, Meghan turned to Harry, and I quote from Lady C's book, "Harry, this is really boring."
Let me explain what Soho House actually is. This is the most exclusive private members club in the world. It has locations in London, New York, Toronto, LA, everywhere that matters. You can't just pay for membership. You need an existing member to sponsor you. You need approval. And who decides who gets in? Marcus Anderson, Global Membership Director, he started as a waiter and worked his way up to become Nick Jones's right-hand man, the guy who personally creates guest lists for celebrity parties, the guy who decides which actors, models, and wealthy people get access. Nick Jones founded Soho House in 1995 and built it into a huge empire worth billions. But here's his rule about membership, he said publicly. "We try not to give membership to people who would bring paparazzi or press." You know who got denied membership? Kim Kardashian. Kobe Bryant, actual global...
Hi, Queenie said it best. It's downright bizarre that a man, gay or straight, constantly clings to a family like Marcus Anderson does with Harry, Meghan, and their kids. He is like a parasite, always lurking in their shadow.
So, explain to me how Meghan Markle, a cable TV actress on Suits making $50,000 an episode, got access to Soho House locations worldwide. How did she become a regular when bigger names got rejected? One answer. Marcus Anderson, the man who controls the guest list. And Meghan became very close friends with the gatekeeper. You see what I'm saying? This wasn't random. This was smart planning. Meghan befriended the one person who could give her access to rooms full of wealthy, powerful, connected people. And that access changed her entire life. Let's talk about the photos, because these aren't innocent friend pictures. These are photos that show a level of closeness that makes people uncomfortable. December 2014, Meghan and Marcus at an event. She's got a huge glass of wine, her arm wrapped around his back. Marcus is trying to get his face as close to hers as possible. The body language screams closeness. June 2016, 1 month before Meghan meets Harry, Toronto Gala. Marcus in a blue tux, Meghan in a little black dress. His arm is firmly around her waist. The photos look very flirty. This is 1 month before she supposedly meets Harry for a blind date.
Why Meghan Markle's best friend, who set her up with Prince Harry, has vanished. Whatever happened to Meghan's best friend Marcus Anderson? The tall, handsome Canadian was third wheel in the early days of her romance with Prince Harry, and he was front and center at their 2018 wedding.
September 2017, Invictus Games in Toronto. Meghan's sitting with Marcus, their knees bumping together in the arena seats. Harry's there too, but the photo shows Meghan gazing at Marcus with a huge smile, while Harry stares into the distance, looking uncomfortable. October 2025, Paris Fashion Week. The photo that went viral, recently Meghan and Marcus holding hands walking through Paris, not arm in arm. Like casual friends, holding actual hands like couples do. Social media exploded. Does no one else find this weird? Where's Harry? June 2025, Disneyland family trip for Lilibet's 4th birthday. Guess who's in the family photos? Marcus Anderson. Meghan actually used a heart emoji to cover his face in the Instagram post. Why? If he's just an innocent friend, why hide him? Here's what blows my mind. Meghan has never been photographed solo at Soho House. Not once in all these years. She's always with Marcus Anderson, Misha Nanu, or Harry. Why? Because according to Soho House rules, guests must stay by the member's side the entire time, which means Meghan wasn't a member. She was Marcus.
And so for Harry himself, he's now, in many people are suggesting, trapped. And as his mother famously said in that line, it's difficult because there's 3 of us in this marriage. History, truly, according to that source, is repeating itself. Harry is very much sort of whatever is suggested, he has to go along with it.
Nick Jonas stepped down as Soho House CEO in November 2022 after a prostate cancer diagnosis. But he stayed involved in creative and membership decisions. He knows everything that happened in his clubs, every party, every private room, every arrangement. And here's what insiders say about Soho House. It's not just a club, it's a networking machine designed specifically to connect ambitious people with wealth and power. The business model is creating private spaces where deals happen, relationships form, and connections get made away from cameras. Nick Jonas owns Babington House, the countryside location where Harry and Meghan had their early dates. Sources say Marcus Anderson set up those meetings, arranged the details, and made sure everything stayed private. That's not normal friend behavior, that's professional help. And Babington House has a reputation. Behind the traditional walls and fireplaces, insiders describe it as having what they call an edgy atmosphere, a place where networking happens beyond business cards and handshakes.
Meghan Markle's best friend vanishes from inner circle amid Netflix struggles. Meghan Markle is reportedly facing a reshuffle in her inner circle as her new Netflix show With Love Meghan, which was launched earlier this month, faced mixed reactions. So how many times have we heard Meghan Markle having a best friend? We've had Jessica Mulroney, Serena Williams. So every time Meghan has a friend, they're a best friend.
Let me walk you through how Harry and Meghan actually met, because the official story doesn't add up. Royal writer Katie Nicholl documented what really happened. Harry asked Marcus Anderson if he could set up a chance for Harry and Meghan to meet. That happened in a private room at Soho House, London, in July 2016. There were 7 or 8 people there, total perfect for Harry and Meghan to talk without pressure. But here's what nobody discusses. Harry went to Marcus Anderson specifically to arrange this meeting. Why? Because Marcus had the connections, the places, and the ability to make it happen quietly. And Marcus already knew Meghan very well. Think about that. Marcus sets up the meeting between his close friend Meghan and Prince Harry, then continues being involved in their relationship.
To what now would seem to be a very reasonable position of not believing a word coming out of Meghan Markle's mouth about my royal family. Now, most people now agree with me about the veracity of what comes out of her mouth. But at the time, this was deemed so controversial that my company, rather than defending my right to free speech, the network said, you've either apologize for disbelieving her or you have to leave.
Here's the reality Meghan faced during her Suits years. She was a cable TV actress, not famous, not wealthy, not connected to fancy circles. She had ambition, but no access. Then she befriended Marcus Anderson. Suddenly, she's traveling to Europe, attending exclusive parties, meeting wealthy people, getting invited to events a working actress shouldn't be able to access. How? Because Marcus Anderson's job is connecting people. His entire career is built on knowing who matters and introducing the right people to each other. When Meghan entered his circle,
and a whole lot of eyebrow-raising tales. So when Meghan found a way there, it's hardly surprising that she felt right at home. Soho House isn't just a club, it's a scene, a network, a place where Hollywood hopefuls rub shoulders with high society heavyweights, or
Toronto Soho House, London Soho House, LA Soho House, everywhere Meghan went, Marcus Anderson's network opened doors. That's not friendship, that's professional help. And the question becomes, what did Meghan give in return for all that access? Look at Meghan's path. Cable actress becomes Soho House regular. Soho House regular meets Prince Harry through a Soho House connection. Marries into the royal family? That's not luck. That's a plan executed perfectly with help from someone who knew exactly how to make it happen. Fast forward to today, years after the royal wedding, years after leaving royal life, Marcus Anderson is still there, still showing up.
Yes, I got this direct message from Meghan Markle.
A private message.
Yeah. And it said, "Hey, I'm a big fan, and so excited you're following me." And this is
She said to you.
This was about 3 years ago, and I replied, and we corresponded quite regularly on Twitter.
At the royal wedding in 2018, on the guest list, at the New York baby shower in 2019, front and center. Paris Fashion Week, October 2025, holding hands. Disneyland, June 2025. On the family vacation, he's described as the second most important man in Meghan's life. Think about that phrase, second most important. After Harry, before her own family, this man from Soho House who helped her, entire rise. Sources close to the Sussexes say Marcus is uncomfortable in the spotlight. That's why he wasn't in the Netflix documentary. That's why Meghan covered his face with an emoji at Disneyland.
Oh, the reaction around the world has been extraordinary. Piers Morgan posted on X, "We're about 2 months away from the sex tape."
But here's what I find interesting. If this is an innocent friendship, why hide it? Why cover his face? Why keep him out of documentaries? Why not just say, "This is my good friend Marcus. We've known each other for years." The secrecy creates suspicion. The constant presence creates questions. And the photos create a story Meghan can't control. Look at the photos of Harry when Marcus is around. September 2017, Invictus Games. Harry's looking miserable while Meghan gazes adoringly at Marcus. Harry looks like he's realizing something uncomfortable about the situation. Sources say there's tension that Harry doesn't understand why Marcus is always there, why Meghan needs him at family events.
It's possible that they just really want a private existence for their kids. And well, I've always thought that Meghan potentially was not actually pregnant. I had initially believed that the child was real.
But what can Harry say? Marcus introduced them. Marcus helped their early relationship. Marcus has been part of Meghan's life longer than Harry has.